What do you do when everything is gone and even your closest friends turn against you? 1 Samuel chapter 30 begins in one of the darkest moments of David's life. David and his men returned to Ziklag after being sent away by the Philistines. When they arrived, they found the city burned with fire. The Amalekites had raided the Negev and taken the women, children, and everyone else captive. No one had been killed, but everything was gone. David and his men wept aloud until they had no strength left to cry. David's own men spoke of stoning him because they were bitter in spirit over their families. But David strengthened himself in the Lord his God. He called for Abiathar the priest and asked for the ephod. David inquired of the Lord, asking whether he should pursue the raiders. The Lord answered that he would overtake them and recover everything. David set out with 600 men. When they reached the brook Besor, 200 of them were too exhausted to continue, so they stayed behind while David and 400 pressed on. Along the way, they found an Egyptian servant who had been left behind by the Amalekites. After giving him food and water, he led them to the enemy camp. The Amalekites were spread out, celebrating with food and drink, confident in their victory. David attacked at twilight and fought until the evening of the next day. None escaped except 400 young men who rode off on camels. David recovered everything that had been taken, wives, children, and possessions. Nothing was missing. When they returned to the men who had stayed behind, some of David's warriors wanted to withhold the plunder from them. But David refused. He said the Lord had protected them and given them victory. Those who stayed with the supplies would share equally with those who fought. This became a lasting statute in Israel. 1 Samuel 30 shows a leader at his lowest point choosing faith over despair, seeking God for direction, and leading with both courage and generosity. Next comes 1 Samuel 31, where Saul's tragic end marks the close of an era in Israel's history.